mince my words. I am a meatball lover. Love a good meatball. And what about you, Lily? You a meatball lover?
Yes, I love meatballs.
Brilliant. Rebecca?
Yeah, I love meatballs too.
Terrific. Now, you can make meatballs with all sorts of different flavours. So today we're going to be using some Thai flavours here. We've got some spring onion, some chilli, some coriander, and obviously the binders and some fish sauce. Now, what sort of meatballs are we making at home, Rebecca?
I make meatballs with pork and chives and Chinese cabbage.
Delicious. So having a Chinese background, they almost like a dumpling. Yummy.
Yeah.
And what about you, Lily?
I would use like beef mince with tomatoes and different spices like paprika or thyme maybe, just that sort of stuff.
Lovely. A little bit Italian or French inspired. I love that.
Did someone say German inspired?
Oh dear.
I heard the German mentioned. Hans hygiene, Colonel to you, and it is good to be here.
Okay, so
Oh, Frau Cupcake, good to see you.
here I am. Hans, now Hans is here because he wants to make sure that we keep ourselves hygienic when we're working with raw meat, especially because today we're working with chicken. Why do we want to make sure that we're really clean working with chicken?
This is a contamination issue, yeah? You're in my jurisdiction now.
Oh,
Yes, okay?
Hans,
All right,
how did you
Rebecca and
know
Lily.
our rad word?
Quiet, Cupcake.
So chicken is probably the most important meat for us to be really hygienic about because you don't want to risk salmonella or any sort of food poisoning. So we wash our hands, we cook things through, and anything else, Hans?
This is true. A friend of mine, a good friend of mine actually, he was a lovely guy by the name of Peter Schmidt, and that was his last day at work and he got very sick on salmonella. We can't have that, Peter Schmidt. If you're working, be careful, be careful.
No.
So you must be careful with the chicken, yes? You understand me? You understand me? Lily, yes?
Yes.
Yes, Rebecca, yes? And Cupcake, Frau Cupcake.
Excellent. So we are going to keep going with these ingredients. So why don't you pop the coriander and the breadcrumbs and put them in? The coriander, obviously, yes, for a little bit of flavour. The breadcrumbs help to bind and keep the meatballs nice and moist.
Avoid the contact with the hands, please.
Now, we're going to pop spring onion in as well for flavour and aroma. Because we're using chicken mince, we've got to really avoid it drying out. It's not as fatty a meat as, say, pork would be. So we use thigh instead of breast, so it's not too lean. And we also add things like breadcrumbs, or if you're using Italian flavours, you could add some parmesan. Now, some chilli sauce and some egg in there. And, of course, give that a whiff. What does that smell like?
Fish sauce.
Fish sauce, very fishy.
Can you confirm if this is the fish? Is this the fish sauce?
Did you want to give that a whiff?
Oh, it's a fish sauce.
It is, it is. Now,
This must be a Thai dish, yeah?
it is a Thai dish, Hans Hygiene, but again, you can add whatever flavours you want to make a very different meatball. But now it's time to get to my favourite part, mixing it all together.
This is a mixer.
Are our hands clean?
Yes.
Is our hair back?
Yeah.
Are we ready to mix, Hans?
This hair, Lily needs to go back so further around the necking. Very good,
Excellent.
though.
Okay, now it's time to get our hands in there. Lily, I might get you to start off mixing it all together.
We call this the Berlin Blitzer, this mixing style.
Yes, so you're mixing it all together, and not only is this combining the flavours, it's also activating the protein bonds within the meat, which will help the meatball to stick together.
Pop quiz, Lily. Would you lick your fingers now? No. Good, correct.
No.
Tick for you, hygiene correct. Big tick. What about you, Rebecca? Is this finger licking good stuff, huh?
It's okay, Rebecca, it will be very soon because we're going to bake these in the oven, but first we need to shape them into balls. Okay, now let's pop our hands in the water, just kind of like that. Just give them a little pat in the water. Lovely, lovely.
Just a pat, like it's, you know, a dachshund or something. But we would never have a dachshund in the kitchen, would we? No.
No, we wouldn't, because
Because why?
it's a dog. Would we have a dog in the kitchen? No.
Rebecca, big tick for you, Cupcake. Half tick for you.
Oh, okay, now Rebecca, grab out maybe a golf ball sized amount of the mince. Like a nice palm size for you. More, yeah, a bigger golf ball. You're playing mini golf, aren't you?
The pot?
Yes, a bit more. Now, you want to roll that between your hands and pop that on the tray. Gorgeous. Okay, who would like the next one? Lovely. Let's make heaps of these.
We want to make these quickly. German efficiency is appreciated, yeah?
Yep, move fast and quick because you don't want everything to stick.
No.
There we go. I
We
just
don't
made a
want
little
the
poem.
sticking. More, please. I'm pretty hungry.
We want to make 6 of these. But obviously, if you've got lots of friends coming around, you can make mini ones, maybe pop them on a little skewer. Okay, now those are ready to go into the oven. So while Hans helps us out with that, we're going to wash our hands in some soapy water.
All right,
There
Frau
you go.
Cupcake, I trust you will supervise this.
I will. And you don't want to use the same tea towel.
Maurizio, how are you? Good to see you. Are you well? You look well. Have you been enjoying the meatballs again?
Great hand washing.
Yeah, this is true.
Excellent. So you want to use different utensils, different tea towels. Keep everything separate to avoid cross-contamination.
Would you like it pre-prepared?
Yes, please, Hans. I'm just going to pop a little heat pad here.
Schnell, 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 schnell. Thank you. Now tell me, would I pass this to you?
No.
No, okay, why not?
So we don't have gloves on.
Ah, this is correct. Well done, big tick, big tick.
They're good learners, aren't they, Hans?
They are very effective.
Now we are going to make our very own dipping sauce. The most important ingredient here is some lovely lime juice. So Lily, why don't you grab the juicer and get some lime juicing going on. And meanwhile, we're going to pop some of this herb. What is this, Rebecca?
Coriander.
Coriander or cilantro for our American friends. We're going to pop that in here. Just tear the leaves off. This would be the first job you'd do in a professional kitchen.
Rebecca, has this cilantro been washed, yeah?
Yes.
It has been washed?
Yes.
You checked?
Yes.
Very good. Tick for you.
And now, because we don't need grown-up supervision as much for this job, we're just going to use scissors to chop into it. But we avoid using both hands, just the one. You can only handle the one hands at a time. Excellent. Now, this is the dipping sauce, almost ready to go in, the lime juice. Why don't we pop that in there? Great work. Gorgeous. And then finish that off with this one. Lily, do you want to give that a whiff and tell me what you think that is? What is it?
Sweet chili.
Sweet chili.
It's a sweet chili.
Sweet chili of mine. Now let's stir that together.
Tell me,
Dipping
Rebecca,
sauce.
would you run with your scissors?
No.
No, why not?
Sharp.
Very good. Tick for you.
Very good. Okay, Rebecca, do you want to pop that sauce into the little ramekin? And meanwhile, I'm going to use some tongs.
How would you describe the smell, Lily?
It smells like chili.
It does, doesn't it?
Here we are.
Never mind the fingers. I'll pretend I'm not watching.
Please do. These are nice, clean hands, I promise. Wonderful. And then let's pop the dipping sauce there as well. What do you think?
It looks good.
It looks
Looks
great.
delicious. Well, why don't we break one up and give it a taste? Because our hands are clean. Hans, would you like a taste too?
No, I'm here to supervise only, and I
Okay.
don't like chicken.
Okay. Well, let's go have a little bit. And that's the most important part as well. Test that your meatball is cooked by tearing it up and making sure that the meat in there is what colour?
White.
White, not pink.
Rebecca, this is not a trick question. Is that cooked?
Yes.
Yes. All right, give it a taste. Now this is it. The proof is in the meatballing.
What about some of the dipping sauce?
Yum. Let's pour a little bit of dipping sauce on that too.
Very good. Pour, not dip. Not hygiene.
What is the, what's the verdict?
It's good.
It's
I
good.
like it.
It's really good, really tasty. If you want to make it for yourself, the recipe's on our website. We're going to finish these meatballs off. Say goodbye to our mate Hans.
Goodbye. I dedicate my meatball to Petey. Bye, Peter Schmidt. Enjoy.
See you after the
You
break.
laugh. Is this funny to you?
Auf Wiedersehen.